If you're on a conditional green card, especially one within 2 to 3 years, even 1 year, because some people only get 1 year green card, 1, 2, 3, or 4 or 5. Within those couple of years, you cannot apply for citizen anyway because you haven't been here long enough. Second of all, if you was married and get a green card and it's conditional 2 years, you still can't apply for citizenship because the simple fact that you haven't been here long enough.
Greetings, my people. We're there again in our wilderness. We give thanks and praise to the Most High Jah, Rastafari. Zane, we're upon the deportation thing again now, but the one kind of different. We find the Empress here, I share a story about green card experience. Enough people love, when we're going on, enough people love run off and get married and get green card and all of that. All of who they are foreign know the situation go. And all of who they are Jamaica, them are going to learn about how the green card thing really work. So we're going to play that video so we can edify the one them who don't know. And the one them who know already, share it out to the ones them who don't know. Because the female has share a story about our green card situation. Yeah, we could tune in and listen what she have to say. And we're going to elaborate in between the whole thing. We give thanks. Like, subscribe, and comment and leave your thoughts. Zane, hopeful and mighty.
Hello everybody. If it's your first time here, welcome. And if you've been here before, welcome back. I'm coming on here to tell you guys a story. And I'm letting you guys also know this is a fact, but a lot of people won't let you know. And at first I was embarrassed to talk about it, but I am going to tell you guys the story anyways. But one of the things that a lot of people take for granted and assume because you became a resident of the United States, you believe that you have the same right as a citizen. A green card is just a work permit with the privilege to travel and basically to move you on to the next step of becoming a U.S. citizen.
So yes, my people, you hear what I mean? You hear what green card really stand for? Yeah? You just get the privilege to travel and stay in the country and work and do certain things. That no mean say you are a resident or you are a citizen of the place yet. You just qualify you so you can move on to the next level. You see me? And you have them, remember you know, there are some people that go through the process. We are Jamaican and we are family are foreign. And we have people in the Caribbean and family life are foreign too. Yeah, and we know them never really explain to us how the system deal with them. So we find a female and she share her story, how the system deal with her, and we're going to learn from this. All of we are going to learn from this right now. You see me? Because me never know so it works. Now me I know, say you know become a citizen when you have green card, you just give you the privilege to move to and from and work and do certain things without problem. You see? And that it really do. You know really make you 100% guarantee in the place, because any moment them can take it back from you. But make sure go and reason and go and edify yourself and learn more about the thing. See?
It's nothing more to it. Being a resident of the United States is something that a lot of us assume because we have a green card and we can go back to Jamaica, and the people themselves in Jamaica assume that, oh, them are there foreign and can't go back and forth. No, honestly, it work. Your residency can be reneged at any time, especially if you do not comply with those things that they made it clear when they send you that green card. For one, some of the things that a lot of us mistakenly take that we are green card holders, we have the right to overstay out of the country, travel as much as we want. No, that's not true. You get the green card to work, you get the green card to pay taxes, you get the green card to move on to becoming a citizen. That's what you got your green card for. A lot of us don't think of it that way.
You hear that, my people? If you not comply, if you want them not comply with the regulation with them put with the green card come with or forward with, them can't them are get taken away straight. No joke. You see me? So we could go and listen what the Empress says and edify ourselves some more. Because these things we need to know, you know. We need to know. So when we see the ones them out there do certain things and yeah, we know the procedure we take to become a US citizen. You see me? So green card not guarantee you 100% citizenship. Yeah, it only move you on to the next level and give you opportunity for work and travel and move from one point to the next. Yeah, so Empress go and edify we, make sure go and talk, cause it get interesting now.
You cannot get yourself into trouble within the first 5 years. As far as you cannot have two offenses, I think, against you. They can remove you or renege, just revoke it completely, deny you, remove you from your country if they want to. Yes, can you get a lawyer and fight it, but that don't mean you're going to win. Even if you win, they still have the right to do whatever they want, because I was told by an immigration officer that they can override any judge they want. And to be on the fact side of it, they have done it to a family member of mine. So I know for a fact they was granted a stay, and the immigration officers choose to send them away anyways. So this is not a make-up story. This is a fact. Now, put that all aside.
You hear that? Them can take back the green card and send you back home. I overstand why I go on yet, you know, but I go overstand why I can't the video for done. Zane, so we know enough how people them love overstay. Hope you now watch this, you know, and learn from this, you know. Yeah? And don't make the same mistake what this Empress make. You know what I mean? You have to learn from other people's mistakes. You know what I mean? Run it.
I'm going to give you a little backstory about myself being detained at the airport for hours with a child with a green card. Did I have anything against my name? No. Did I do anything illegal? No, not in my eyes. But this is what they told me after the fact. This is how it started. I was leaving Jamaica. At the time, I had a business in Jamaica. When I had the business running, I had to be buying stuff back and forth. So I was traveling a lot with a green card. Did I ever intend to get a citizenship? Yes, I did. Long story, I'll tell you that I did start before all of this started. Apply for my citizenship through a lawyer. But anyways, I'm going to get back to that. Now, with that said, I went to Jamaica a couple times, bringing products, doing whatever I needed. You know, I was buying the stuff, bringing it back home, supplying my store. Yes, I had a store in Tree. Now, with that said, my store was fully stocked, but you know, you try to freshen up. So, and I'm trying to run it where I don't lose everything. So I was there for quite a while. I don't remember how long I was, but I knew that I overstayed by the numbers they told me. And when I looked at my old passport at the time, I can't even find, I think that's in Jamaica, the old passport that they actually stopped me with. I remember looking at it, and when I think it was over 6 months. Anyways, when they stopped me, they asked me, the immigration officer asked me, did I know that I overstayed with my green card? To be honest, I was oblivious to what he was talking about. I said, overstayed? No. He said, yes. And because of that, we can take your green card and we can send you back home. I said, what? But I'm paying taxes. I have a business here. You know, I wasn't working, but I had a business and I paid my taxes. I was paying more taxes than most people. That one particular year, I made over $100,000. So I know for a fact that I paid my taxes. I had to pay my taxes, and I knew I was applying for my citizenship, so I paid my taxes. So that I felt like, oh, I paid my taxes, I'm doing my dues and whatever. Not knowing that you cannot overstay over 6 months in Jamaica and try to enter back the United States and feel like you're going to have a green card to stay.
And you hear that? If you know overstay 6 months in Jamaica and don't have a green card, you can't just go back in the people in the country like that. They might watch you now. Zane, they might watch you now. You hear what the female say? She overstay 6 months in Jamaica and she have a green card, and by the time she make the move to go back to America, it'll be a problem. Continue.
My dumb behind was cocky, not knowing that that's not how it works. Now, with that said, that wasn't the only thing that triggered them. When I was coming back, somebody had reported me as traveling with whatever substance. Okay, so they had two things that I had no idea what the hell they're talking about. The first hour went by. After they questioned me, they had me sitting there. Then two young ladies came over, which was actually standing by the custom and officers section. You know, the custom when they get your suitcases, whatever. I only had one suitcase come back. They was like, you have anything? They stopped me, asked me if I had anything, blah, 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 all of that stuff. So they was the same person that stopped me and was questioning me. Then after that, they came over and said they wanted a secondary search of my stuff, which they did search the first time. So I was like oblivious to why they want a secondary search, but I didn't know a secondary search meaning my body. So they took me in this room. I'm thinking they're gonna go through something. They'll tell me to take my clothes off. I took my clothes off. I'm like, okay. Mind you, I have my son. I took clothes off, and think nothing of it because I didn't have anything. I was humiliated, a little bit embarrassed because these are strange people, but then they're women, so I kind of overlooked it. There wasn't no cameras, so I was comfortable. The Spanish young lady, she was really like arrogant, but the Black American young lady, she was very nice. She looked at me and said, the reason why they're really bothering you because someone made a phone call, and the second of all, I think they got you on is the fact that you overstayed. But I said, I'm always traveling. She said, no, honey, you cannot keep on going back and forth with a green card. A green card is not a citizenship. Only citizens can go out this country and stay for a long period of time and don't have a problem. You're a resident. You're here to work, pay taxes, and then move on to the next step, which I had an idea, but I'm not acting like I was oblivious to all of this because I'm not a dummy. The truth about it, I never read the whole thing because I wasn't paying attention. You know, I was living my life. I just assumed having a green card gave me the same rights as a citizen where I could go back and forth. No, but I found out, no, that's not the case. You cannot go back and forth as much as you want, and you cannot overstay. When you leave with a green card, you have to come back.
Yes, my people, in here for yourself, clear. A green card not give a privilege if you do. As a please, you have restriction upon you from you have a green card. You can't do as you please. You see me? That's why for people when they are American get them green card. They're afraid to come back here, they're afraid. They don't want to get caught up in a certain thing because they don't want to lose them opportunity there. Yeah, then come like them they are prison, them locked down. Them free now, but them come like them don't want to take certain risks because them don't want to lose the opportunity there. You see me? So we learn about it now. When we bash nobody or nothing, we just learn how the system work so we can know. You see, the Empress continue because we learn, we understand what going on.
Within due time, you're actually allowed, I think, a couple of weeks, whatever, unless it's family emergency, something happened. But I don't think you're supposed to stay over 6 months, which I think I did. Anyhow, at the same time, she's there explaining to me. She was very nice. She wasn't that nasty. Then the Spanish girl came back, and after she done told me this, I didn't say anything. I just act oblivious. But before the Spanish lady walked back in, the young lady told me, do you have a lawyer? I told her, yes. She said, call him. I went ahead. I asked for a phone call. Can I make a phone call? There's like, can you make the phone call? Yes, I did because I had my own phone. I called my lawyer. I told my lawyer where I was and what they're doing, what they're saying, or whatever. Anyways, the long story short, it'd be known to me, they can renege anytime on a green card. Anything they see fit qualified. If you're on a conditional green card, especially one within 2 to 3 years, even 1 year, because some people only get 1 year green card, 1, 2, 3, or 4, or 5. Within those couple of years, you cannot apply for citizen anyway because you haven't been here long enough. Second of all, if you was married and get a green card and it's conditional 2 years, you still can't apply for citizenship because the simple fact that you haven't been here long enough. Now, with that said, if you got a 10-year visa or 10-year green card, because a green card is like a visa, it's just to give you the privilege to work and pay taxes. Now, with that said, I overlooked all of the things that people have done and assumed they can do over the years by going back and forth and not knowing that they were just being nice, to be honest, because it's in the law. You cannot get yourself into trouble or in any formal legal matters differently outside within 2 to 5 years of your first couple years of your green card. You cannot get yourself in no legal matter as far as a felony, even a misdemeanor. You have to be careful because you have 2 of those on you. They can take back their green card or call it renege, revoke, deny, remove. Whatever decision they choose to make, they can. Getting a good lawyer could help you, but that's no guarantee, and that costs a lot of money. Depends on your situation.
Hear that, people? So, you see, once we get trouble and we get the opportunity and find themselves in a problem, the system will look for them, you know. The system will look for them because the Empress just said you can't get no problem in the first 2-3 years. Yeah, you have to keep yourself on a level and behave yourself. And for them can't hold no order, you know. Yeah, you see me? And them fall victim of the deportation thing. Yeah, but if you go and talk, I tell you we are learn. We are learn and I hope you are learn too. See?
Now with my case, luckily I was not in that category. My category was only overstaying. and someone calling a false claim, which I had a lot of people that just didn't like me for me, being ambitious and trying to get somewhere in life. I'm not saying everyone ate me, because a lot of people didn't really even know me, because I'm not a friendly type of person, so everybody wasn't in my business. Only people that was close enough that I trusted knew that was coming, and it was actually only one person and one person only. Now, backstory in that, why she tried to set me up, I have no idea, but the story was, she didn't give it to me. She called me and asked me to pick some stuff up from her mother. I told her I would, which was food or some fish or some sort. I said to her, yes, I will pick the fish up and stuff, but when I started checking my time, I was running late. I needed to get to the airport. I only had a little bit of time to turn around back in the United States. I was trying to make sure I get that flight. Now, I got to the airport. Before I got to the airport, the mother was calling me, asking me, what's going on, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to be able to make it. So my BB telling her that, she was like, oh, where you at? I was actually up in the hills. I was up in, where was I? It was at the time, I think. And she said to me, okay, by the time you get there, because I was going to the Kingston airport, the taxi driver would bring the stuff to you, whatever. So I'm like, okay, cool. Not thinking anything of it, but on my way there, I started thinking, like, why are they so gun-ho on me bringing this stuff up?
You see me, I show you, say, no matter what we are doing, in everything you do, like I always have a snake in the grass, I watch you. I see cut the opportunity to make a sting, or to bite you. People, man, trust me, either family or friend or whosoever, them always go see you make progress, and I try to drag your back down, You make 10 steps forward, and then want you make 10 steps back. So you have to be careful of who now bringing on your life. Spiritual connection we are dealing with. We say it already. Intuition, gut feeling. Know them things. They don't just work with people because of flesh connection or material connection. Make it be a spiritual one. It lasts forever. You know what I mean?
To the point of them sending a person in a taxi with it. You know what I mean?
There's a whole bunch of them in here.
I didn't fuss about it. But by time I saw the person's face, there was this a spirit inside of me telling me, don't carry that crap. Don't bring it.
You can't trust people. Believe me. When you make progress and your people not too open in your business, just know say anything can happen, man. Trust me, man. Just be aware of my people, man. Just be aware of people nowadays. Things and time change.
I took it from them. And then when I got to the door where I saw the officers, something is everything, throw it in the trash, just throw it in the trash, because then I'm going to have to stuff it in the one suitcase that I had, which was only one suitcase I had, and it was smelly, it was food, it was smelling good, but it was food and it was strong, and I'm like, I'm not putting it in my suitcase because it was so strong, and I'm not carrying it on the plane holding my hand. So when I got there, something triggered and said, Julie, this seems like a setup to you. You better drop that crap in the trash, because why they so gun-ho on you bringing food where they could cook their own self because their mother cooking? Because remember now, this is a close friend that I trusted. So I was doing it as a favor because it's her mother. She haven't seen her in a while. She done had babies. She want to see her get her mother a home cooked meal. We was that close, so I believed her, not knowing it was a setup. This is the same person that called immigration officers and told them, I don't know what they had in that food. Honest to God, I could swear on my life and my children's life, I did not know what the intentions were. And up until this day, I never really thought about it, but we fell out after that because I confronted her and asked her, was she the one that called the immigration officer? Because I don't think they really would have messed with me, to be honest, with my green card. But hold on, guys.
So me tell you, spiritual connection. Listen to your mind, follow your mind and never go wrong.
So to be honest, I don't think they would have really messed with me as hard unless, all because they got the inkling from her that, oh, she's a possibility, she's traveling. And I don't know what she really told them. And I'm going to stand strong with my conviction that she's the one that did it. But anyways.
People. Why people have to stay so much? John no star.
I was in there for hours, and my lawyer finally got them to let me out with my green card in hand, and my son, which was hungry. The black girl, she was very nice to me. She brought food for my baby and milk and stuff and drink to drink. He wasn't a baby, but he was a kid, so she brought milk and whatever else. I forgot what she brought. And then I remember because the fact that I have to go for my citizenship, because this whole time I'm going through this at the airport, I was already putting in for my citizenship, which I knew I had to, and I've been paying my taxes. I pay so much in taxes, more than plenty of people that ever lived and worked in the United States. So I felt like, it's time for me to get my citizenship. So I did put it in before I left. I didn't even know it came through, and it didn't matter. I did get a response. I did get my date. At the time, I went ahead, did my fingerprint, whatever I had to do. And I think that was mainly part of the reason too, differently, I had to come back, because the fact that I think I had to do my fingerprint and do my date. And I got my date like right away to swear in after I got my citizenship. The only thing that was funny in there is when the immigration officer did ask me why was I traveling so much, and I remembered my lawyer standing up and said she don't have to answer that. She already answered those questions at the airport. This is not the airport. I'm doing anything wrong. She's a young lady, young lady that's trying to make good for her and her son, trying to do things right, and that's all she's trying to do. And she's trying to do it the right way. And it's not a lot of foreigners that comes here and do this, and pretty much he squashed it. I got every answer he asked correctly because it was easy to me because I went to school here. So it was easy for me to know these things. I didn't have to study like some people did. So anyway, and yes, you can. People might not tell you. You can be deported with a green card. You don't have to necessarily have a felony. You just have to do something immoral or something they consider that's not right or against their code or laws or rules. You don't have to really be into something heavy that you might think, oh, I'll go out there and I'm a drug dealer, I'm a this, I'm a that, or whatever. It don't have to be hard. It don't have to be a heavy hitter thing. It just have to be a minor thing, and they can detain you at the airport. They can lock you up, and they can return you behind right back from whatever country you're from.
So yes, my people, she share her story and make you know, she edify us. So once can know, say yes, you can get deported if you have a green card. Same way, once you violate them rules and regulation, them can send you back at your yard at any given time. So that not give you no permanent stay. That just give you a green life. You can work and pay taxes and move around freely without no hustling and them things. You see me? And when you become a citizen, and then now them start look on you different. So we know now. You see me I say? So ones out they can edify themselves and be aware of how the procedure really work. And if you know already know, share it to some family and friend who don't know. You see me? And she sharing her story, I say what she has say, We realize they say not everything you do, man. People are always try to bring you down and set you up, You have to be careful. I would not accept life and surrounding, John no star. No matter what go on in this world, people always find themselves in a make light, wanting to bring down the next person and them thing there. Nothing good for themselves, not the person. You see me? And countless of times we hear them things. This is not new to it. We know that. You know what I mean? People can't be trusted so easily nowadays. You see me? So a spiritual connection, I tell you one thing to deal with now. Your gut feeling, your mind, connect with them thing there. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. And we give thanks for she putting out this kind of video so we can learn and know how the procedure really works. You see me? We give thanks for everyone we watch and learn like how me I learn too. So you can like up the thing, like it up, subscribe, comment, and make you know what I want. Now no thoughts and mind see me. You see me? We give thanks. You see me? Yes, I. Hopeful and mighty ones and ones. Blessed love.